Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is PixienPixels. We're not going to be doing anything totally exciting today, so sit back, relax. Let me go through what's going on. Today is going to start being known as Sim Saturday or Sunday, depending upon when I get this launched. The reason why I open it up to both Saturday and Sunday is I'm a mom. I will have weeks where I won't be able to get things right out on time, but I'll make sure it'll fall on one day or the other. So today, what we are going to be doing is we're going to be creating or recreating a sim. It's what's going to be happening every week, hopefully from here on out. Obviously, again, once I said, like I said, life comes first. We'll see where it goes. As the video title already said, I'm sure you know, we are going to be creating River Song. River Song happens to be my absolute favorite character from the Doctor Who series. That being said, I have really only seen from Chris Eccleston on, so the newer stuff is all I've actually seen. So I don't hold that against me. I actually was quite adamant about not liking it because the very first episode I'm like, mannequins are weird, bringing them back to life is weird. I don't get it. It's weird. And my husband got really into it, and it's one of those things, you know, it rubs off on you. And then Matt Smith was introduced, and I got really into it. Then I went back, and it's a whole big ball of wax. Let's just put it this way. I'm not just River Song. I'm not just Matt Smith. I like a lot of it, and we'll get into that in the future. Right now, let's just focus on River Song. Just a disclaimer. Sims that I create are not going to be perfect, simply because I don't view it as a necessity. I do this for the fun of it. I try to find custom content that I think will work for a specific sim. That being said, that does not mean you cannot take my sim and try to perfect it. In fact, if you do so, I will have these on Origin. My Origin account is the name. It's PixienPixels. I will have all that listed below the video. But if you do, please make sure you give me credit for the original version. I would greatly appreciate that. Again, I mentioned custom content. If you don't like creating sims with custom content, this video may or may not be for you. So I do apologize about that, but I do appreciate you sitting here and listening to me for the three minutes or so that I've been rambling on and on and on. Another thing I don't do those quick creating some videos that last a few seconds where they're sped really fast. I get involved. I ramble, I talk about the custom content. I make sure that the artists, yes, I said artists that create the custom content are honored and given praise and what's the word? They're represented where I can focus on who that is. They actually get their light shined on them for that moment. That's not quite the term I was thinking of, but you get the gist. You get the gist. So that being said, let's get into the game. Hold on, just open to a new game really quick. These particular images are the images that I kind of had the idea of her outfit on. I did play with everything I wanted to do with her. I did kind of pre-plan a little bit. It's still going to be a little bit wonky because it's been about a week since I did the pre-planning. The video was going to be up last week, and then I realized when I went to edit it that everything was really shaky. Come to find out, settings are back to where they are, and hopefully this video doesn't come out shaky like the last one. I'm really not sure what happened there. Okay, let's get into this. But you've seen outfits. Like I said, this is mostly based on the outfit. I kind of combined the two outfits together. The denim look with the boots on the other one, kind of, sort of, in a way. but I don't think you really need those pictures up there anymore. But what we will need is kind of a blown up of her face. Now, she has a very round face. She's not, you know what? I'm gonna do this first because I'm gonna forget if I don't. Let's make sure she doesn't have any tattoos, which she doesn't. You know, River Song very well may have tattoos. In fact, I wouldn't put it past her with her personality. But they don't show any tattoos, and I'm not aware of any tattoos, so she doesn't have any tattoos. But she does have a very voluptuous body. I think I might have went overboard just a hair. Yeah, I think I'm overboard just a hair. She has a voluptuous body, but she's not. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so the next step is she has a very round face. Let's clear all of the makeup because we want to start fresh. And let's go into the faces and kind of get us something to start with. Oh, la 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 la. And I just hummed to myself. Lovely. Face is round, but it looks weird to me. Here we go. That's not a bad face to start off with. Okay. Now the skin tone, she's darker complected. Probably not that dark. Somewhere in between these two. We'll leave it on this one. I will have some skin details added. So we will go into if we need to tweak that or not. We'll start at this one. Her face. Quite round. She has a quite rounded chin, like not a long chin, but a rounded, very rounded chin. Oh. And I wanted to do that, but I didn't want to do it like that. Okay, that's not bad. Nose, I'm not gonna play too much with the nose because I'm not good at noses, quite frankly. Noses kind of annoy me. I don't even like my own nose. Anyway. Her lips, she has a very actual thin upper lip, as you can see. In fact, I think most of that particular upper lip that you're looking at, I think it's mostly outlined in lip pencil to make it look bigger than it is. I'm not positive. That's an educated guess here, but she does have a very thin upper lip. Now the minus about this is the skin detail I like for that I'm going to be using. It's going to change her lips up too, which kind of sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. She does have a fuller bottom lip, and we do want some focus. I love smiling Sims. We do want some focus on her lips because, I mean, the carcinogenic lipstick. They need to move further down her face. That's what I'm trying to do. Something is very wrong about this picture. Houston, we have a problem. Or would it be Danger Will Robinson? Danger. I think it'd be more Danger Will Robinson Danger because Doctor Who isn't mostly. I don't know. I don't like those lips. I really don't. I think that's my problem. Look at these. Spot in between her nose. Can I change that? Oh, also, I haven't been creating Sims for very long, and if you have a helpful hint on something I may or may not be able to do to make things work a little bit better. Oh, maybe I can move her nose down. That might help. But then let me know. Because, like I said, I haven't been creating Sims long. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. And if you have any helpful suggestions or whatnot, leave them in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate them. That looks better. It's probably going to change a lot once we start adding details too. Now her eye shape we're not going to focus too much on yet because I want to get to her skin details first, but it's kind of... She does have a big forehead. And I'm probably going to change the eyes. I don't know what I'm doing there. Her eyebrows. Let's see. I hate eyebrows so much. Like, she doesn't have a thin eyebrow, but... You know what? I'm gonna move River because you guys cannot see stuff there. There we go. Sorry about that. One of those things I wish I would have noticed a little bit earlier, but eh. I can live with those. Okay. Let's go on to the skin details. Now this is when we are going to start getting into some of the custom content I use. The first thing we are going to discuss or go over is, and I gotta move her head back. Move River back, but turn her off until after I'm on her eyes. The first thing we're going to go over, like custom content wise, is Kajiko's eyelashes. Now I have so many different versions of the eyelashes. I'm not 100% certain which ones they are, but I will try to narrow it down and make sure I have as exact of an download page for you to be able to find this one. Now, Riversong doesn't have intense eyebrows. Her eyebrows are pretty thin, actually. So, I think... Which ones did I use? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. They were more off to the edges, but they were kind of thinner. Don't look right. What is wrong with this? I know these were the right ones. Don't look right now. And I'm sure it might be because of the eyes I'm using. It definitely was not these. It was one of these. I have to think I'm pretty sure it was this one. Okay. The eyes are gonna be the eyelashes are gonna be a little bit different. I should have messed with her eyes more, but whatever. Then we are going to focus on two things here, both by Praline Sims. One is the base I use, and I can't quite see it because of course the eyelashes are in the way. Let's I don't need those. I just wanted to get down here. It's this one by Praline Sims. It's AO Skin number 4. Double check and make sure that's right. Yes, that's right. And it was this one because I liked the definition to the eyes right here. See my cursor? Yeah, you can. Okay. I want to make sure I had the cursor on. Then we will go down here and go to mouth corners. Which one was it? It was number 4, wasn't it? Once again, I'm double checking myself. Yes, it was number 4. And give her a little bit more definition in her mouth there. I do apologize. I'm being a little bit more scatterbrained than I was on the first take of this video before I had to revamp it. And the reason is because I'm quite under the weather today, actually. So I do apologize about that. I'm very scatterbrained today, and even I am not a fan of how this is going. I'm gonna move that down. Now that we have more definition to her face, it's a little bit easier to understand where things go and whatnot. The final skin definition, or skin detail rather, that we are going to go over is, now this got a little bit confusing for me because the original creator is someone named Mousy Blue, who I believe did a lot of skin details for definitely one of the previous versions of Sims, and I want to say it was either 2 or 3, and I don't remember which one. But the person that revamped this particular skin detail, I discovered, now I found it a couple different places, but I believe it was Little Miss Mai that actually originated it, and that's who I am going to credit. If I got that wrong, I will put an apology in the video below, and you will actually see it corrected. Now, as you can see, that tones down her face quite a bit, and if we were to pull River back up, you can see that her skin tone's pretty even throughout. This particular picture, it makes it look really, really pale, and it's not quite that pale. It's a little bit darker. So we might play with our skin tone a little bit more, but as of right now, that's where we're going to sit with it. Now, that's all of it. Like I said, that's all of the skin details. So let's go back to her eyes. Now, obviously, her eyes are not all that big. I just realized I don't like her there. Her eyes are not as big as this. So this is going to be quite different. Let's kind of play with this for just a second. I think I had an eye picked out. Ooh, that'll work. I'm happy with that one, actually. Quite happy with that one. We're going to focus on River for just a second, because the reason why is because we're focused on her eye color. Her eye color is quite unique. And it's like almost a sea glass green, but it's a little bit darker than that. And it's quite hard to match that, to be quite frank. We're going to do that with non-default color by eye color by Nessa Sims. Now I always use non-defaults as much as I can when it comes to eyes, and the reason being is because I like to do like a legacy type stories, and I like the offspring to have that eye color if they can. I don't like defaults because I'm always leery about replacing something that already exists. So that being said, let's see if I can find this color here. I believe it's not the silver, and that's not even Nessa Sims there. Here we go. Actually, it was this color right here. Was it this color? That's definitely Nessa Sims. That's definitely the eye we're looking for. It's between this one and this one. I think I chose this one, and it was partially a personal choice because I just happen to like this one a little bit more. So I stuck with this one personally. Let's see if we can tweak her lips while I'm thinking about it, because like I said, those skin details kind of changed her lips quite a bit. Don't want to change them too much though either. Or with our eyebrows. Here we go. I like that. Okay, let's turn that off. Next is her wonderful, amazing hair. Let's take a deep breath for a second. Because hair sucks. Her hair sucks so much. I was actually quite lucky because literally before I decided to do this, like almost right before I decided to do this, a hair came out by a wonderful artist named Chocolate Muffin Top. This hair was as close as I could get. Not even lying. I had so much trouble finding it. I did turn off. So let's get into hair. I'll see. It's gonna take a second to track that down. But I was so thrilled when I saw this hair go up because I was like, that is as close to perfect as I am gonna get. It's astral hair. It's this one right here. This is the shape of it. Scroll out a little bit. Okay. Now it took me a second because I wasn't sure about the hair color. Someone just like literally the day before I did the first version of this video had brought out a hair that was more of a natural shade than the color I chose. And then I was like, you know what? I still personally like the color I chose, which is from the original patches. What's the word? Paint. When paint has like, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. It was from the original hair. I can't think of the word that I'm trying to think of. I'm having a huge hard time articulating what I'm trying to say. Anyway, it was this one right here. And the reason why I chose this one, I like the ombre effect and the whole hint at this particular honeyer color not being natural. Again, personal choice. If you decide you would like to do more of a natural color, I am already planning on including the other person's link below too, something more like that perhaps. This was by Lil Padu. I don't know how to say it, but the link will also be provided either in, I forgot to mention Tumblr. It'll either be provided below, or if it is not provided below, I'll provide a link directly to my Tumblr post, because I already do plan on posting this on Tumblr because I got most of my custom content from Tumblr, and I want to make sure to get the word out to the artists so they know that I'm honoring them in that factor. But this is the hair I chose. This is the hair I'm sticking with. Let's get to makeup, cosmetics. Let's get her making. Actually, no. Let's back up for just a second because we need to. That's gonna help me. No, it didn't. We need to do her eye color. I'm gonna say that one. Okay, and now we will go into makeup. Now, eyeshadow. The eyeshadow I use is by Bernie Simbler. It is this Tartlet in Bloom. And I always forget if it's the second to last shade or it's the last shade. I believe it's the last shade because it has a hint more color. So that is the eyeshadow I use. I use a very simple eyeshadow because she doesn't need anything major. She doesn't use anything major. She does a very natural light eye color on her eyes. Even when I think she's dressed up, she does. Under that. The eyeliner I use is also by Kajiko, the maker of the eyelashes. That one is, it's this one here, and I use a kind of chocolate shade, and that just makes the eyeshadow pop just that hair more. I don't use any blush because the overlay actually does quite enough, and I'm picky. I'm exceptionally picky. Okay, lipstick. My favorite part. The reason why I say it's my favorite part also, just so you know, is because I have found this one custom content creator who has had like phenomenal lipstick, and I don't have all of their lipstick because I'm picky again, but I have quite a bit of it, and that's Tifa. The one I chose is lip number 25 by Tifa. And she wears a natural shade, which is that color there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Right. The rest of this video is going to be really quick, just so you know. It's not going to be difficult at all to go through the rest of it. Okay. Next we have outfit, which we're going to start with her jeans. Actually, no, we're not going to start with her jeans. I'm sorry. I lied. We're gonna start with her top, which is under jackets. And I kind of cheated a little bit. Like I said, I kind of mixed this outfit and this outfit together. So I kind of took the jean denim idea and changed it to leather is basically what I did. So what I kind of, like I said, I kind of cheated and I kind of went for this base game top. Oh, she doesn't have any pants on. Next, we have her bottoms, which were jeans. Jeans by Persephone. And they were either, I have 2 Persephone, I think it was this one. I thought I had 2 Persephone jeans. I don't see the second one right now, but it might not be poppy. And I used, it is a denim color. I used this color. And ooh, they are quite a cute jean too. I believe it's a rejector of another person's jean, which, you know, okay. Next is boots. Boots are quite important to this outfit, and the boots I'm using are by Madeline. They are called Paris boots, and I absolutely could not live without these boots so much. They are one of my favorites. I wonder if I can just go to boots and I can find them that way. That didn't go over well. Oh, no, it did. It did. I'm just blind. And this is a brown color. Now, I'm not overly fond of how the jeans don't quite fit with the boots back there, but that's one of those things I can kind of deal with. Now, she's done. Like I said, pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy from here on out. So now we just have to give her a name. Well, hello, sweetie. We know her name is River Song. I mean, who else would she be? Not overly fun with this voice. Go in here. And
Neborf Mokosa.
One Genie Leray. Matisa Wallake. One Genie Makosa. Pomeray Quas.
I think I can live with that
Sir
one.
Pava Chorg.
Okay. I don't usually speak too much with the voice. I have one particular voice I love, and I kind of go with it. So an aspiration. Now, quite frankly, I was torn between love and knowledge. But even when she goes for knowledge, her still core is that she's doing it for the doctor. So we're going to say she's finding her soulmate because that's exactly what she's doing. She's definitely a romantic. She's definitely self-assured.
Langy.
Now this is the other one I debated on. I debated on her being a geek, or what was the other one? A bookworm. Because they both are kind of parallel to each other, but she's the baby of the TARDIS, and she almost knows the TARDIS better than the Doctor in some ways. So she's definitely a geek.
Fina Varu.
Again, you are more than welcome. I will be putting her up on Origin the day this video airs. So just look up my name, make sure you click the button that says include custom content or you will not see her, and you are more than welcome to cookie cut her out. Revamp her. Let me know. Give me a nod in that particular aspect. Now, I plan on making more Sims in the future weeks. I even have a plan on what my next sim might be, and I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a preview. Spoilers. The next sim I plan on making is none other than, hello sweetie, Matt Smith. Yes. Next week I will be making Matt Smith, and let's join me. Let's Geronimo. Let's do this. I hope I see you next week. Make sure to give me a like if you're fond of this video or just how she turned out in general. follow me for future content so you know exactly when I get that updated. Because again, life happens. I can't promise that it'll definitely be a week from today. I hope to God it will, though. Because that's my plan. But I'm glad you stopped by today. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again. Bye.